I would say they're all a spark of the source. They're all a representation or a mirror of the source. They're just a different incarnation. It does different things, but they're all part of the source. So I would say the source flows through them. The source energy, just Shakti, flows through all of them. So it's almost like what form resonates with you as a representation of the source. So like some people would say Shiva is they resonate the best with. Some people would say Lakshmi they resonate the best with. Some would say Parvati. Some would say Krishna. It just depends which incarnation of God you resonate with the best. That is the best version of the source, I would say.
Kriya Yoga changed my life, and it could change yours. Book your free call today at kriyayogamasterclass.com, and let's talk. Now back to the video.
So there's no one size fits all. It's all a great representation of the source. It just which form you resonate with the best. So I had a feeling if source came to me, he would come in the source of Babaji, because I resonate the most with Babaji on the path of Kriya Yoga. Some people who are devotees of Shiva, he would come in the form of Shiva. So it just depends which one works the best for you.
Yeah, there's a nice picture in the Bhagavad Gita, showing like God and like the many faces all around it. You've probably seen it before, but I really like that picture. Yeah. And just like everything is source. So, but
right.
It seems confusing because it's like, well, what God? Who am I? Who am I supposed to work? I mean, it's all source, but just different aspects of source, I suppose.
Yeah, it's all source. It's just what source resonates with you. So I have a feeling that the source would come in the form that resonates the most with you, not with somebody else. So whichever form of source uplifts you and makes you feel the best, then that is the best form of source, I would say.
Well, I've got two comments each. So Mariana, she asks, anyone know where is Brian? Is he okay?
So Brian on March 8th got married, and he went on his honeymoon in Korea. So yeah, Brian's doing great, and hopefully we see Brian back sooner than later. We miss our brother Brian, but we understand his spiritual path, but he's welcome anytime. Whenever he's ready, we're always here.
What about Shiva Angi? Has anybody heard from her? I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah, she's around also, but like this satsang starts at 8 a.m. for me, and India is an hour and a half behind me, so it'll be 6:30 a.m. for her. So she said the satsang is a little early for her. I think she works at night, so she's usually sleeping around this time. But she's always welcome also.
Yeah, maybe in the future we'll change the satsang to a different time. I don't know, play with it. I don't know. Maybe we'd get more people to show up.
Maybe we should make a poll in our community to see what's the best time for everybody, where everybody can join us. Take some votes.
And then Teeny, she asked, is this considered bhakti?
Is what considered bhakti?
We'll see what she was talking about.
Yeah, bhakti's considered devotion. So when you say like mantra japa, or you sing songs to God, whatever incarnation of God you sing, that's all considered bhakti, which is devotion. Like opening your heart to God is all considered bhakti. So like singing songs, what they call bhajans, mantra japa, bhakti, like any puja is considered bhakti. So any like devotional things to God is considered bhakti, which is like devotion to God, or Even in our class, like giving your food to God first is considered bhakti also, right? It's like a offering. It's like a sign of devotion. So singing songs to God, mantra japa, it's all considered bhakti. Like anytime you try to say God's name with reverence, it's all considered bhakti. So whatever deity you pray to, saying it with reverence and wholeheartedly with surrender is all considered bhakti, I would say.
And then Kriya Yoga is different than Jnana Yoga?
It's called Jnana Yoga. So no, Kriya Yoga is the same as Jnana Yoga. So Jnana means wisdom. So like wisdom yoga is already embedded in Kriya Yoga. So it's all the same. So Jnana Yoga is more like based on like the scriptures and the sutras. It's more like wisdom or like yogic philosophy, like wisdom of yoga. So Jnana means wisdom. So like, but Kriya Yoga is all yoga. So in Kriya Yoga, we say it's a fivefold path. It's number 1, asanas for the physical body. Number 2, pranayama, which is secret yogic breath, like breath work, like yogic breathing. Number 3 is meditation, dhyana, which is mastering the mind. Number 4 is mantra japa, which is saying mantras to whatever deity you resonate with. And number 5 is bhakti, which we just said, which is devotion to God. So Jnana Yoga is the same as Kriya Yoga. Like all yogas are basically the same yoga. But I don't know if goat yoga fits into Kriya Yoga. Just kidding.
And then she says her favorite type of Kriya is Nidra. If I'm saying that
Nidra.
Right.
Yoga Nidra. Yeah, so we have a class in our classroom, Yoga Nidra, how to do Yoga Nidra. So Yoga Nidra, I like also. It's basically a advanced Shavasana, which is the corpse pose, laying on your back. They call it like sleepless sleep. So you're aware of what of being aware is. So Yoga Nidra is excellent way to recharge your body and refresh yourself. So I like to do the practice of Yoga Nidra before I transition into my sleeping state. But yeah, it's basically Shavasana, the corpse pose, is laying on your back, legs apart, arms apart, just relaxing deeply. So I would say Yoga Nidra is an excellent technique.
I think she's abbreviating this. Kriya Yoga, real Rafferty, Raffertying? My God. What do you think? Can you see this, Vedruda?
Raffertying? I don't know what raffertying means, but like, maybe referring?
Referring, maybe.
Kriya Yoga, yeah, like Kriya Yoga is kind of a reflection of your inner self, your inner divinity reflecting outward. So I kind of like to look at our Kriya Yoga sadhana as like a radio antenna getting the divine signal into our body as us, and we're kind of radiating out the radio waves or vibrating in that God kind of divine frequency. So we're always trying to how could I say, radiate our God energy, our inner Shakti, our inner pranayama through the practices of Kriya Yoga. So that's like our ultimate goal. What is it called? Self-realization, you know? We're trying to realize our inner self and radiate our inner divinity outward. Let's say it like that. Whichever technique works best for you.
I don't know. Mariana has an interesting, something interesting to say about when I do my fish pose and full wheel and then half wheel, when I kind of press the top of my head against the floor, I feel like I got the water inside my nostril paths. after like breathing water accidentally, that kind of feeling. Is that normal? Anyone else gets it ever? I hope I'm not hurting myself, LOL.
Yeah, I get that all the time. It's called amarita, which is basically your kind of spit kind of collects in your mouth. And it's hard when you're in the full wheel pose or the fish pose because there's no way to get it out, right? And it's hard to like, I mean, my guru would say, push the tongue in your mouth up to the roof of your mouth. So like K-Cherry Mudra, but it takes some practice because you're trying to relax in those positions effortlessly, and those are more advanced postures. So like it takes some work, but that's my karma also. I get that spit collected in my mouth, and it always happens at the wrong time when you're upside down in the full wheel pose or the half fish pose.
Yeah.
You know, like you're like, damn it.
I want to get this out of me.
You kind of want to spit, but you're not in a spitting position, so it's you can't panic. You gotta kind of relax and kind of figure out where to put it. You know, I wouldn't try to swallow it because that would probably be worse. I would just try to put the tongue to your roof of your mouth and kind of push it upward to your like pineal gland or your third eye. If you could. If you can't, just spit it. I mean, I've been known to spit mid-asana, let's say it, you know. But yeah, I'm trying to work on that. But that's a work in progress for me also because that's my karma. I get that. Amarita means like divine nectar that kind of drips down from your third eye. So it's a good confirmation that you're doing that asana right, but it's kind of annoying, you know, because you're trying to focus on the practice and your mouth is full of water and saliva, you know, that nectar, you know. But
so when that happens, you need to try to like push it up to your crown, like somehow.
Yeah, you push it up to your third eye, like, you know, like K-Cherry Mudra, like we teach in our class. You kind of collect it and like push it up, you know. That's what I do. Yeah. But it takes some practice. I've been known to spit too if it doesn't work, you know. But that looks kind of awkward, right? Full wheel.
Yeah.
You're spitting. I don't know. That's me and Babaji's inside joke. Like, yeah, you're doing this asana good. How about some spit in your mouth? Let's see how you react to that. You know? So
does that ever happen to you, Paul?
Not really.
Okay. Well, you're lucky.
Enjoyed this video? There's more where that came from. Subscribe to stay up to date and click on the related video to continue your journey. And if you're ready for personal guidance, book a call with me at kriyayogamasterclass.com.